Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Good. Here we go, 46.
3rd and long for Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long, it's Newton. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Stepping up. He'll try and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A give to Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They go to Elliott again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made by K1 Short.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
47.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
46.
From the red zone now, Prescott forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
47.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down. but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And Bailey missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Newton on 1st down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
To throw is Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effort.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You go 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Newton again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Newton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, 35 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
46.
Prescott now on second down. Buying time to his left. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, 46, 46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott stepping up. He's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Start there, over here. Start there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And this is back to an 8-point game. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Do something.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, it's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Newton now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, 47. Move. 26.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like the one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
46, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Let's go, let's finish now. Switch, switch, and hey. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Dancing to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Here we go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Second down, Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 88 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Carolina getting set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. from the gun. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, 58 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's go, get out, get out. Four down.
Prescott to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come on, come on, come on.
Throwing here, Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Newton to throw. Funchess has it complete, and he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal.
The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more